All right, let's go over those palettes that give off that fall and Halloween vibe. That one is the Red Dragon from Odens Eye Makeup. Beautiful formula, amazing shimmers. If you have these, because these are going to be, the first three are going to be discontinued because they were collaborations. This one is the Hummingbird. Beautiful, again, shimmers, mattes, gone great. This is the Giant Wolves palette. Amazing. I mean, look at the packaging. It's beautiful. And I definitely recommend it. If you do have it in your collection, use it for this time. Also, Hallobean palette from Shroud Cosmetics. I mean, look at that packaging. Look at the vibe alone. The Child palette from Coloupop. Amazing price point. Beautiful formula. Then Baby Bat Beauty Nox Palette. Darkness. Love it. Now, the Menageriecosmetics Indigo Ink Artistry palette. That is available. $45. Menagerie has beautiful formulas, very pigmented. The next one's going to be the Whalesong Artistry palette. I think that is perfect for this weather as well. $39.99 available. Again, buttery shimmers, amazing. Next thing is Unearthly, the All I Ever Wanted duochrome palette. All duochromes, $86. If you use our code, it is affiliated, gives you % helps us out here, but definitely recommend that. It's beautiful. The Muerte palette from Mel Cosmetics. Okay, this is not available. It was $58. Sometimes they bring it back. I think they had like a restock, so we'll keep you updated on our Instagram as well. But if you haven't, use it for this time. It's off. Look at that. Look at that picture. It's beautiful. Next one I think you can use for this time of year if you have it, and I feel like most people have this. Jaclyn Hill and the Morphe First Collab palette. Still available at Morphe and Ulta. I think it's good for this time of year. Newest palette, Gourmande Girls. Hopefully I'm saying that. Or Gourmande Girls. $54.99 on their website. Beautiful. Look at that color story. Oh, the shimmers are amazing. Packaging is amazing. I think that is an amazing palette. I'm so happy I got it. Now this is the Melt Cosmetics, the Gemini palette, 58 USD, still available. Beautiful. I just dropped mine, so that's why it's all like that. But next thing is the Blackmoon Cosmetics Urban Myth palette. This is the only palette that I was interested in, and I don't regret it. It's beautiful. Formula is beautiful. Okay, Unearthly Cosmetics Sleepover palette. I know it's pink, but it's grunge, and I think that would be perfect for this weather. Recommend that. Amazing. Look at that packaging. I love the art on this stuff. Next thing is an Unearthly Cosmetics. If you have this in your collection, because it's not available, it was a holiday palette collection that it came with, and that is gorgeous. Look at the packaging. Formula is great. Pans, I love that they're so huge. So it's Unearthly Cosmetics, not Alien anymore. Look, these palettes are just amazing. Next palettes we're going to talk about is the Kristen Lea Cosmetics Autumn Vibe palette. This is no longer available as a actual palette, but you can buy it separately. $6.99 to $28.99 is the range. Gorgeous, gorgeous on the eyes. Beautiful. I do want to buy more stuff from them. Recommend this little palette if you're not trying to go huge on it. But then the next little mini bite-sized palettes we have are from e.l.f. Their Hot Jalapeno is the greenish one here. Then they also have the Kai, I think that's how you say it. It's like a bluish, darker tone. The formula is great, and the price point is only $3. $3. You definitely try it out. The next thing we're gonna go over in our collection is, if you have it, because it's discontinued as a holiday thing, is the Dominique Cosmetics. I think it was Sweater Weather palette. It's very small, but I love it. The formula is great. I wish they would come out with more of these little mini palettes from them. I think they would do great with it, but unfortunately they only had this one. If you have it, I would use it for this time of year. Pan those palettes. So you don't have to buy everything you see. So whatever you have in your collection, this is what we have. We're trying to use this for this time of year. Actually, I use it for summer and winter and fall and Halloween. I don't care. I just mix everything around. You can have bright if you want. You can have darker colors. It doesn't matter. Okay, these are just little suggestions, just to use it all up. Okay, the next palette we have is from Dose of Colors, and it's Smoky Soiree, $32, still available. I love that it's small. The formula is great. Then we have Araceli Beauty. They actually source their ingredients from Mexico. And this is La Catrina palette for $30, still available. This Streamside palette, Rocky Makeup, and collaboration with Cosmetics is $35, still available. Beautiful. Never had those shimmers before. Try it. Definitely recommend. Next thing is going to go over the Menageriecosmetics Violet Ink. Not available anymore. So if you have this, it's a small mini palette. I think if you're going for a purple grunge, this is definitely the palette. And if you have it in your collection, use it for this time of year. Beautiful. Oh, and the packaging. I'm obsessed with all these palettes and the packaging. Great. And those were a bunch of palettes that you might have, might not have. We might go over more palettes as we get them along, or just comment down below which palettes you're going to use for this time of year. Okay, and also did a look with the Hallobean palette, the Battybean and Shroud Cosmetics second collaboration. I think it came out amazing. I love it. The shimmers formula. I always use glitter glue with my shimmers, just letting you know. Some people want them. I just always use it. And just close-up shots. I mean, it was such a beautiful palette. I'm showing you this because it's the newest palettes, and I love the shimmers, the mattes, the packaging. I mean, for the price point, I mean, this is like, they went all out, and I love it. I love it. Look at those mini bats. Oh my gosh, look at those shimmers. Like, they're so beautiful. Highly recommend this brand and the palette itself. And go follow Battybean. She's like a little fairy. Like, I love it. Love her looks. Love going over there for inspiration. And then every time she drops a palette, I got the first collab and I got the second collab. And here's some beautiful swatches on deeper skin tone. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. On deeper skin tones right here. Oh, I mean, look at that. Oh, and this is no primer at all. It's just raw, natural, in natural lighting. And this is from the Gourmande Girls Cosmetics. This is the Spooked palette. And this was collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny, which, if you don't know who that is, Doodles by the Bunny, go follow their Instagram. They just make up these palettes that are just like, you know, mock-up palettes with like complete artwork. And I feel like everybody should be going there and asking, hey, do this packaging for us. What should we do? If makeup companies do not have ideas, they should definitely go to Doodles by the Bunny. Thank you for joining us. I know my throat's like super nasty right now, but definitely sub and comment any palettes you think should be included or we should try out, any brands you recommend for us to try out. We love interacting. Okay, bye bye.